Hey, what's up, Last Mage? How you doing? Yeah, I just realized that the stream cut out for some reason. Oh! By the way, you guys can actually help me out. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm kind of just chilling. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Alright, guys, help me out real quick. Let me know. Does this setup that I currently have right now, do you prefer this one with the chat on the side? So you know. Chat appears on the side. Do you prefer this or do you prefer this? Hold on, there we go. Or this. Which one of these do you prefer? Happy New Year, Raphael. Did you buy the new avatar board? I have not. Right now, I'm just trying to save my jewels. As much as I would like to buy some of the new avatar boards, I really want to save my jewels. Especially with the Lark Scene event coming. Well, actually, I'm not too worried about the Organization 13 event coming in 3 days. I'm not worried about that because as long as they provide the avatar board again, not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not really planning to. I'm more or less becoming free to play at this point, just because like the value of what they're providing is just not worth. It's just not worth paying for anymore. Plus, at the same time, it would actually help me save money, and I can actually use it to save up to buy, like, a Switch, for example. You like the first one? Okay. Yeah, so, like as you see right here, for example, I have, like, a donation goal. I need $400 in order to buy a Switch, buy Smash, and get the online subscription so I can even play Smash with you guys online. And I don't make enough at the moment to be able to do that on my own anytime soon. So being more or less free to play at this point will help me out, because beforehand I basically had like no money, but now I can actually have at least some money for like better equipment, or you know, games to play with you guys and whatnot, just that type of thing. I think the PvP, the second one, is better. Before chilling and doing random quests like story, the first one is better. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, we'll go back. Where is it? No, I'll leave the chat up. I was gonna turn off the chat just so you guys can see the skills being hit, procs on the enemy, but it's kind of not important. As long as you guys can see the score, that's kind of all that matters. You know, I kind of wish they made more medals like KR12. It's pretty good. I wish I was able to use it more often. Right now, I'm just trying to claw my way back to top 500, or at least top 1,000, with my 5 tries a day. How do you use supernova abilities? What do you mean? You mean, like, just how to activate it? I'll show you. Chat box. Okay. So, you see that little blue button that's right here that I'm clicking? That's how you use the supernova abilities. And if you actually hover it, it'll tell you what the ability does. Like if it has any type of ability itself. So like for example, my Riku replica, it only does damage. Whereas HT Shion actually provides like buffs and debuffs, for example. Elsa provides guilt buffs, for example. If you just hover it over it, it'll tell you what it does. Yeah, no problem, Pack. I know, 19 days, right? I'm so excited. I actually, I randomly came across someone post on YouTube. They had an early copy of Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. And they posted like the menu screen with the music playing in the background, and that was it. Okay. And I noticed that on the menu screen, I didn't watch the video, but I like I stopped it before, you know, within the first few seconds I paused it because I didn't want to watch it. But I noticed that on the menu screen it actually has a icon in the top right hand corner, or you know, corner of the screen that says "before you stream." ... I'm like, oh wait, are they gonna have some stipulations as to like what they would like to see or not see when people stream Kingdom Hearts 3? Because if that's the case, I would like to kind of know about that before I start streaming it. Just because of the fact that, you know, I have my, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I have my whole 24-hour Kingdom Hearts 3 stream already planned out. Like literally, I'm planning to, like, as soon as it drops, stream it, like immediately, like stream it opening the game on my PlayStation on the menu screen and stuff like that. Watch the intro cinematic, go to the main menu and everything. Like that was the plan. That's still kind of the plan. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. I feel like if they have any stipulations, it might be maybe like how far into the game I stream or something like that. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Not really too sure what they would ask or say in the before you stream part. Maybe give credit to certain people, I don't know. tries I have left? Like 1 or 2? Yeah, 2. I wish it released on a Thursday, then I could have taken Friday off and played through the weekend. Oh yeah, that would have been great. Especially if like you have school or something, or work. That'd be fantastic. I've actually started, I don't know if anybody's played it before, but I started playing RuneScape again recently. And I actually finally figured out a way how I'm able to stream it. I wasn't streaming it beforehand because of the fact I can't stream my computer screen itself. But I figured out how to stream RuneScape at least. So I'm gonna be streaming RuneScape on Twitch more often. If you don't know what RuneScape is, don't worry about it. All I know is that once Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, my channel is gonna be barraged with like Let's Plays and stuff, and like, you know, cutscenes of the game and everything. Like, I'm just gonna be going ham on it. You know the classic RuneScape for PC did? Their mobile. No, it's not. I play old school RuneScape right now. You can still play the old school RuneScape. You literally just have to look up and download. It's literally called old school RuneScape now. It's not dead. You can still play it. I'm playing it right now with my friends and my brother. Yeah, someone did lie to you, or they just didn't know better. One of the two. I don't know why it's so blurry. I don't know what happened. It's not recording my game all of a sudden. Hold on. I don't know what's happening. It's like, it's frozen on the screen for some reason. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what happened. hold on real quick. There we go. I got it working now. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Alright, this is working now. Jesus Christ. God, this is gonna be murder. Jeez. Ooh, okay. Okay. My god, how many times is he gonna use it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Dang. I just got rid of all of his defense buffs immediately. And I overwrote strength debuffs. That sucks. Oh crap, I forgot to fix that. I'm lost. What's up, Anton? How you doing? Why not to make treasure trove as a setup medal? I thought about it. I mean, like, I like up till now, I was basically just trying to climb back up to my spot. Wasn't trying to do something like that just yet, but it's definitely worth considering for me. I don't know if you were here earlier before though, but I literally stated like I'm at the point in the game where PvP doesn't even do much for me. Like the only thing I need to, or I don't even need to evolve any medals anymore. Like all my tier 8s are basically already, all my good tier 8s are already evolved to 7-star. So it's like, I can legitimately don't even need to do PvP. If anything, I can do PvP just for my dailies and to get my silver tickets, and maybe that's it. But if I lose, like I'm in a position where like if I lose, it doesn't bother me. It won't affect me at all. I really wish I got that Sephiroth or Riku. They are such good medals. Oh, the Supernova ones? Yeah, they are. Basically, everyone from that like category was pretty good. Granted, even the newest Supernova medals are pretty much just better versions of those. But yeah, no, they're still pretty good. What's up, Mar? How are you doing? Alright, so we finished my dailies, I think. Still need to do a raid boss. What was it? I want to evolve SG Aqua, and she is like universal hitter for both. Nice, gotcha. Yeah, no, it's still good. It's still done like a ton of tier 8 medals. They're still evolvable. I just don't have a need to evolve them. That's what I'm trying to say for me. Maybe they get new copy medals? Yeah, I saw. I haven't posted anything about them yet, but I saw them. Realistically, they're not nearly as good compared to the current copy medals. I'll just say that. Like they're still good, but they're not. Like the biggest thing about them, going for them, is essentially you're gonna be using them in almost exclusively slot 5 and 6, Drewski. And you're mainly gonna be copying damage medals essentially. The only thing going for them is the like they'll have the better multipliers because they're in later slots, if that makes sense. Other than that, though, they're not the greatest. They're not the greatest medals. Like these would actually be copy medals that would be okay skipping, if that makes sense. Like they're good, but they're not nearly as good compared to the original copy medals that can copy one slot before or after them. Hold on. I'm gonna change. There we go. Okay. I changed some of my internet settings real quick, so I think the quality should be a little bit better now. After all, SG medals from 1 to 6 got semi-buff. Yeah. That's good to hear because I always go all in on copy medals. Same here, Ray. Same here. But just due to the nature of these copy medals, they're not nearly as usable or feasible compared to original copy medals. Like being stuck at exclusively like slots 5 and 6 maybe 4. If you have like let's say you have like a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kai or a Supernova Shion that have extra attack. If you have one of those two, you could possibly do one of the new copy medals on slot 4. But that's at most. Like, for the most part, it's gonna be stuck at slots 5 or 6, which is pretty restricting. And at that point, it begs the question: well, for any players who already have decent setups, do you even need the new copy medals then? Because then you could probably just put a stronger medal compared to what you're copying, potentially. I don't know. That's how I see it. Anyways, let's continue these story missions. What are the conditions? Within 4 turns? I want to ask, is it reasonable to use Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi in Dark Null? It's kind of hard question to ask when I don't know what other medals you have, but I would say yes. In general, yes. Just because of the fact that she's... like, even if you don't really have many other medals that can provide reverse buffs or debuffs, Supernova, Kairi, and Shion are pretty much the only medals in the game in the moment that provide both 15 tiers of general strength buffs and general defense debuffs. Like, very few medals do that at the moment. And considering that they're both power anyways, like, that just makes it better for Dark Null. I believe there's only like a handful of medals that do that. Like, actually, there's only 2 other medals, I think, off the top of my head, that provide 15 tiers. And that would be the Kingdom Hearts 3 Starlight Sora medal, I believe. I think. Not too sure 100% off the top of my head. I have to look that up, but I think Elsa does that too. Nope, Elsa doesn't do that either. I'd have to look up... Yes. He provides -8. Oh, he only does 8 tiers of strength and defense. Yeah, no, like, quite literally, Supernova, Kai, and Shion are the only medals in the game right now that provide 15 tiers of both strength buffs and defense debuffs. Like with so like in that regards, you're even if it's you're gonna want to use Kai or Shion on pretty much every single Keyblade. Even if you're using Kairi on a reverse setup, you still want to use Kairi. Just because the fact that she will provide all the general strength buffs and debuffs, as well as provide most of the attribute buffs and debuffs as well. You'll only be missing 3 tiers of attribute buffs and debuffs, which I'm pretty sure you can get through like one other medal easily. So the only things you would actually need to focus on would be reverse buffs and debuffs, as well as reverse buffs and debuffs, and then if you're using Shion, upright buffs and debuffs. Like with synergy with Shion EX Plus after her, pretty much 3 Kairi. Yeah, you could do stuff like that too. I missed Supernova Shion because of attractive DPS trio. I feel you. Yeah, I would have just done Shion instead, but again, that just depends whether or not you had VIP that week too. So it's all iffy. It'll be nice if we can get a I believe the copy medals, from what I saw on the JP banner, were 5 pull mercies, which is nice. I hope we get something like that too. Yeah, I want to bring it up, but anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing story. Of course. It can't be complete. Because I have Supernova Serum. Yeah. What's up, Astrono? How you doing? I didn't think we actually see Beast in human form. There are wonderful stories of faraway places that I've only dreamed of visiting. I'll make those dreams come true, Belle. Oh, okay. When I come to the castle, I've learned that the world is full of magic and wondrous adventures. It'll be good to experience them someday too. Okay. We're literally just visiting everybody. It's literally filler. I hate this. This is dumb. But glad they look happy. Let's see how Cinderella is doing. Yeah, I don't even care. I'm just gonna go straight to the bosses. How soon will first Supernova medals become outdated? Like Sephiroth in 19, Replica, Sora, and Starlight? I mean, to be honest, they're already showing signs of being outdated. To be honest. Like, they're not outdated yet. Just because of the fact that this is literally the first wave of, like, Supernova medals and stuff that But like, there's already signs showing. Like ever since what was it? Ever since Elsa came out, I believe. She was the first sign that we're gonna start getting supernova medals who are better than the initial set. So like better than Riku Replica, Sephiroth, Key Art 19 and stuff. Those were like the original 3. As much I would love to include Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku, he doesn't have supernova, so I can't. I'm not gonna include him. But those were initial 3. And Starlight, Kingdom Hearts 3 Starlight is basically just a better Sephiroth, except the only thing, you know, that differentiates between the two of them is the fact that Sephiroth is reverse and Starlight is upright. So that's the main difference right there. But I'm pretty sure they're going to make some new supernova medals within the next month or 2, easily, that are going to be like replacements, essentially, more or less. We'll see. We'll see. They might not be true replacements too, but they might. But very easily, I know someone else stated it. I don't remember who it was, but someone else mentioned how, like, the same way, you know how we have the BBS trio? Imagine if we get the Sunset trio. Like if we get a Supernova, an HD Supernova, Roxas, Shion, and Axel. Okay. They're literally just reverse versions of the BBS trio we have right now. If that were to happen, you would probably not need to have Sephiroth anymore. You won't need Riku Replica anymore. Yeah. quite literally right now, the BBS trio, in a way, replace all of the upright supernova medals we have at the moment. All of the reverse supernova medals we have at the moment are still relevant until the next ones come out. And if we do end up getting like the Sunset Trio, supernova versions of them, they will end up replacing more or less Sephiroth and, you know, Riku Replica and stuff as well. Primarily because of the fact that the only thing relevant about most of these supernova medals for their abilities is the fact they provide huge chunks of reverse and upright buffs and debuffs. That's the only relevant part about them. And the BBS trio, for example, already provide max upright debuffs and half of the upright buffs, which is significantly more than than like Key Art 19, for example. So yeah, it's more than Key Art 19. Elsa doesn't even have upright debuffs. 13 at least has upright debuffs and buffs. I don't remember how much, but I'm pretty sure it's not like Terra, for example. Supernova Terra has more upright buffs and debuffs than Key Art 13, I believe. I think Key Art 13 has max upright buffs and then like half upright debuffs or something. But I would preferably have the debuffs just because buffs are much easier to get compared to debuffs. Because of the 7-star update, a lot of the older medals already come with +3 tiers of upright strength buffs anyways when you evolve them from 6-star to 7-star. So it's like the buff part isn't really as important compared to the debuff part, in which case you would want Terra instead. On top of the fact that Terra provides more supernova damage compared to Starlight. Supernova Starlight anyways. So the upright supernova medals kind of already got replaced by the BBS trio. And once we get a new set of reverse supernova medals, those will probably end up replacing the first set of supernova medals as well. Yeah. Why is it sometimes when you activate any supernova medal or supernova special does no damage take place after enabling the supernova? Like when you quest, but it works fine in PvP. Oh, that's just simply due to it's a variety of things, Joe. Either the developers made it so that supernovas are just pointless for that quest. Like they'll straight up just code like, supernovas just do shit damage in that quest, okay? They'll literally do stuff like that, which you can argue is like, well, what's the point of me investing getting supernova medals then? Okay, which is valid. The second reason is because of the fact that you might not have enough buffs or debuffs to do enough damage in the first place with the Supernova. Because Supernova still follows the same rules as regular Nova, which is where it does more damage based on how many buffs and debuffs you have. If you have no buffs and debuffs, like at all, before you start activating medals, for example, like if you just start using Supernova first before you start activating medals, you have no buffs or debuffs, and if you're fighting like a little 5,000 opponent, it's only going to do 1 damage. So that's also another reason. How much damage the Supernova medal does as well, or Supernova ability does as well, it also depends on the slot multiplier of the medal itself. So like if you have Sephiroth in like slot 6, for example, slot 6 typically has the highest multiplier on most Keyblades. So you'll be able to do more damage on slot 6 with your Supernova compared to if you had the medal in like slot 2 or 3. So those could be reasons why. What are your ideas about Xemnas Plus medal? Which tier 5 medals are good for evolving except Lingering Will and Illustrated Terra B? I'm assuming you also mean besides copy medals. But just in case you didn't, the copy medals, like the key art copy medals, make sure you evolve those too, of course. Let's see. Copy medals, prime medals. Prime medals are good too. Things, you know, the ones that provide good upright or reverse debuffs, like Cloud, for example. Those are good candidates. Not necessarily for damage, although they do have good damage, but mostly for the ability. Let's see. Realistically, there's not a lot of candidates in Tier 5. Like there's only legitimately like a handful in Tier 5 you even want to, or you even need to evolve. And it's primarily prime medals, the copy medals, Lingering Will, and like Terra B. In terms of Xemnas Plus, all of the Organization 13 medals have pretty much been following a theme where their plus versions are literally just beefed up versions of the old Organization 13B medals. So we can easily have an idea of what the Xemnas Plus medal is going to be like. If we just go to... do I even have Xemnas B? What is power? Do I not have Xemnas B? Or do I... Oh, wait. There we go. Lowers PSM defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. Okay. I would probably say Xemnas might have some sort of like... I wouldn't doubt it if Xemnas maybe had it where it's like minus 8 or minus 15 PSM defense debuffs or something like that. Does decent damage. Is also AoE. Provides, I don't know, plus 7, plus 8 reverse buffs. Something along those lines. Probably what I would guess. I don't know if he'll provide PSM buffs as well, but I don't think so. I think he would just... I can see him being like just max PSM debuffs. Maybe reverse debuffs. I'm not too sure about that one, but maybe reverse debuffs. But definitely going to have reverse buffs, that's for sure. I would say at least 7 tiers. Just something along those lines. Are Toon series medals good for evolving? Like Toon knockup? Yeah, they're decent. They're not fantastic, but they're pretty decent. They're not as relevant now just because so many medals at this point provide counters. But even without taking the counter spar into perspective, they still have a decent multiplier for a tier 5 medal. When did you get the Supernova Kyrie? I believe I got it the first week since I got it the first week that she came out, because at the time I believe she came in like the middle of the week or something, and I already gotten VIP at the beginning of the week, so it's like eh. And I happen to have the jewel, so I was like, sure. I already had VIP. I wasn't planning to buy VIP the next week or anything like that, so I was like, you know what? Why not? We'll do it now. So that's when I got mine. Same thing with Shion. They both came in like the middle of the week or something for some reason, and like I also just happened to have VIP during those weeks, so I was like, oh, okay, sure, why not? Did JP get this part of the story at all? Because I believe that dreams could come true. Okay. Hercules. Minigames from Union Cross went down to half of it. Yeah, I saw the update about that. If you're thinking of doing them before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out to get the story Cube, yeah. Get card without. Nice! Congrats, Fal. Mushu Mushu. I've been starting to look into other Senna games, and they're a lot better with the microtransactions. Currently playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and kind of shocked. Yeah, no, I took a look at the other Final Fantasy games, the other Square Enix mobile games as well. And they're definitely a lot better, that's for sure. Although from what I've seen though, the Square Enix mobile games are still pretty expensive. Like, no lie. Give me. I've been getting super back into playing Brave Frontier. And pretty much in a nutshell, Brave Exvius is literally almost just like a ripoff of Brave Frontier. It's just a Final Fantasy version of Brave Frontier, quite literally. With the main difference being that the microtransactions in Brave Exvius are a little bit more expensive to keep compared to Brave Frontier. Like, for example, okay, let's just take Union Cross as like the basis. You know how like in here to get the biggest pack, Jewel Box E, you have to pay $100 to get that. All right. Oops. And the pricings would be similar in Square Enix's other mobile games. Maybe not $100, but still pretty similar. All right. And Brave Frontier, the biggest pack is literally like $40. $40. And you can pull like a bajillion times. On top of, they have bundles. They have bundles come out like every other day. It's like, oh, okay, for $5 you can do 3 pulls and get these 3 super exclusive evolution materials, and 1 free pull ticket or whatever like that. It's like the value in Brave Frontier is ridiculous. So it's like I initially downloaded Brave Exvius just because of the the whole Kingdom Hearts 3 collaboration event that they were announcing and stuff. I downloaded for that, but then I realized that at least I didn't see, they didn't have very good mercies in Brave Exvius, and I literally downloaded Brave Exvius just so I can get the Kingdom Hearts units. And if I didn't get the Kingdom Hearts units, I was not going to play Brave Exvius. Just simple as that. Alright, it was the same thing with Record Keeper. I only downloaded Record Keeper because of the collaboration event they were having with Union Cross. I managed to get it in Record Keeper, so I still play Record Keeper today, only because I have the Kingdom Hearts units. So trying to obtain those units weren't that great in Brave Exvius. On top of the pricings were just way too high compared to like Brave Frontier, which is literally the original version of Brave Exvius. Brave Exvius is just a ripoff of Brave Frontier. And Brave Frontier actually has a legit fun storyline. They provide continuous updates all the time. There's never a lack of content in Brave Frontier. There's always something to do. The story is actually pretty decent and interesting too. Very long as well. There's like, it's not filled with filler. It actually is pretty good. I just like Brave Frontier so much better. Not only are the pricings so much better and consumer friendly, but the value for the prices are actually pretty damn good too. Like, you actually feel like you're getting your money's worth if you choose to spend. On top of the content is actually really fun and enjoyable. And there's just so much content, there's always something to do. Even as a veteran player, there's still so much to do. Like, you're always, like, I never feel like there's nothing for me not to do. Yeah, it's a great game. I highly recommend it. Let's see. And, I'm trying to find. Oof, it feels bad, Val. Yeah, I saw the Final Fantasy card game. I don't know. I cringed a little bit when I saw that, Joe. Hey, nice, Riku. I played Brave Frontier years ago, stopped for some reason. Yeah, no, like, the only reason why I stopped playing it many years ago was because of the fact that I knew I knew how good the game was and how into it. Like, I was obsessed with that game. I stopped not because of the fact that, like, it was bad or, like, the microtransactions were bad or anything like that. I stopped because of the fact that I realized, like, I was absorbed too much into it. like it was a really good game though. It's a really good game. Okay, so it's like, it deserves that. but it was just more like the fact that like how much it was consuming my life, and I was like, nah, I need to focus on other stuff. I need to like focus on other stuff. Okay, so it was only just recently I got back into Frontier, so it's a really good game though. I highly recommend. I want to get Aqua, but I got Terra, and now Fenrir is my strongest. Nice. Understandable, Anton. I said the same thing when I download Exvius. I got Canvas Cloud and the free 10 plus pull. Yeah, exactly. And what do you... Wait. A Terra get HP defense and reaching. I was honestly pretty mad for my Terra, because I had like a bajillion trait medals for my Terra medal, and I kept getting 1000 strength. I like a good like 8 out of my like 13 trait medals or whatever were all 1000 strength, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Give me anything else, please. Brave Frontier Coliseum is way... Yeah, it is too. Like, the Coliseum in Brave Frontier is actually really good and decent. It rewards everybody. I'm super hyped to you, Sonic Shadow. Do you think that I'm lucky if I got Stained Glass Terra and third pool? Wait, how old are these pulls? How'd you get Stained Glass Terra? Wait. Oh, you're talking about like over time. Okay. So I was like, you can't get those right now. I think it's pretty good luck, Val. Pretty good luck. Fire Emblem Heroes. I haven't tried Fire Emblem Heroes yet. I've heard good things about it, as well as, but I've also heard bad things about it too, like, or at least like how upset the community is with it at the moment. So, I don't know. It's one of those games, and I love strategy games too. So it's one of those games where like I kind of want to get into it, but I also kind of don't. Let's see. Did I get Terra Aqua event to be able to get the special? Nope, 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 nope. I refuse to go after the special medal. Like, that's just completely pointless. That's a waste. Not only is it a waste of my jewels. Nah, it's just a waste of my jewels. There's no other way to put it. I barely got Terra, and that was only in a fit of rage. As in, like my initial plan was not to pull for any of the BBS trio medals at all. I only went for Terra for 2 reasons. One, I literally said, fuck it, I don't care anymore, because I was upset with the state of the game. I literally had a fit. Okay, I was just like, I don't care, and I just like spent all my jewels. Realistically, it was a bad decision. I still regret doing it right now. Okay, I have the medal, but I still kind of regret doing it. I really shouldn't have. Okay. But it, like, I just had one of those moments, which I think is healthy, especially with how much like I'm involved with this game, like, and I'm always in the top positions anyways. I don't know. For me, it was healthy to just say fuck it. That was the only reason. That was the primary reason why I pulled on it, though. The second reason, though, was I actually did need a better power upright AoE damage medal, because as of right now, my strongest like power upright damage medal was still HD Kingdom Hearts 2 Leon, and that's been outdated forever ago. So yeah, but no, I refuse to chase after the others. There's no point. Let's play Power Rangers Legacy War. Oh. Nice, congrats, Anton. Let me get back into the story. Why would we need to come back here? Wow, that's ridiculous. No, I regretted pulling for Gaia even though I got her in 5 pulls. Really? Interesting. These 10 quests already felt like filler at the beginning, but it still feels like it now. Yeah. No, they're definitely filler. It's honestly kind of disappointing that this is literally the month of Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is the story quest we got. Let's just complete these real quick. This game, I think, has one more year at most, in my opinion. I could see it, to be honest. Like, the way it's going, this is what I think would happen. Unless they buckle up and they make actually consumer-friendly changes, or at least quality of life changes, or updates to the game. Was that all of them? I think I did all of them. Just, you know, improve the game within this next year. Here's what I think is going to happen. Because of the fact, like, I want to say that as of right now, the game isn't doing too well. Okay. Like, it's still doing decent, but it's not the greatest, obviously. And I wouldn't doubt it if most of their revenue is coming just from VIP, which is not a healthy thing. So, and if they do happen to have incorporated a lot of stuff within Kingdom Hearts 3 that involves Union Cross, like, you know, connecting your accounts in some way, shape, or form, that means that they are definitely going to have to keep the game active on the place on the App Store for at least quite a bit of time, so that way people can at least, you know, utilize that feature if they want to. Because it will look bad if they release Kingdom Hearts 3 and then, like, you know, 2 months later they're just like, oh yeah, we're discontinuing Union Cross or something. Not saying that would happen, but I'm saying, like, you know, worst case scenario type thing if, like, you know, Union Cross isn't as bad of a state as, like, we think it might be. That would look bad if that ends up being the case. So, like, I feel like one thing they would have to do is kind of like a PR move or whatever, is even if they end up losing money, I don't think they will, but just saying if they were, even if they were to end up losing money within the year or something like that, it would be in their best interest to keep the game up for quite a period of time before they choose to bring it down, if it's still doing bad at that time, assuming that the game's doing bad in the first place. That would be the better. That would be the the best choice for PR reasons. Okay. Now, granted, Square Enix is a big company, corporation, whatever, and as we've been seeing throughout 2018, a lot of these gaming companies are choosing more and more going alongside of the more non-consumer friendly approaches more often lately. So I wouldn't be surprised at the same time that even if Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, say within a few months, I don't think it will, okay, but just saying, like, worst case scenario, if say like a few months after Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, they just choose to like cancel the game or something. I think that would be effed up, but at the same time, seeing how the state of the game is right now, I would not be surprised if they were to do something like that. I don't think it will. I don't think the game is in that bad of a state, but who knows what they might decide to do. But at the same time, I would also actually think it would be for the better if they were to pull the plug. Like, I would much rather they pull the plug on Union Cross and either remake it into an actual game, for instance, or make cutscenes for it or something, and release those instead. Something along those lines. I think something like that would be better for the community, if that makes sense, and for the franchise as a whole, to save face. That's my opinion. What is your favorite medal animation from Organization 13 plus medals? Let me think. I like Axel's a bit. I don't know, they're all pretty cool. I think I like the power ones a lot. I think I like Sykes plus I like Marluxia pluses. Just because they're very, very reminiscent of, like, how they actually fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff. Axel is pretty cool too. He's decent. He's not the greatest, but he's decent. Lexius isn't that bad, but not the best for me. I don't know. I guess Sykes. Sykes is probably my favorite. I think. I don't know. I don't really focus on animations too much. Again, I just think they need to make the game more noob-friendly. I definitely agree, Lunar Lux. One of the biggest problems... Oh, no. One of the biggest problems with this game is the fact that they don't implement anything at all whatsoever to help newer players at all. Which is a very big problem. Okay, like just going back to Brave Frontier, for example. Actually, speaking of Brave Frontier, I might as well just go to Brave Frontier and show you guys. Oh my god, good, but whatever. All right. So this is Brave Frontier. Okay. They release stuff all the time. They always bring back older units all the time. Okay, for newer players to get. Heck, in the Vortex, hold on. They have, I mean, first of all, you see how the number of events there are? It's just stupid. There's so much events, it's ridiculous. But they actually have farmable units. They bring back, so like this flower in the frost, for example, you can actually farm one of the units. I already have her. But you can actually farm units, and the units are actually pretty decent. They bring back these events all the time for you able to farm. And it's not like these are the most broken or busted units in the game either. They're just decent. And they're good places to start for newer players. Heck, even intermediate players can use them on occasion as well. Like it's just stuff like that. And we know, and we know Union Cross can easily do stuff like that. Okay, all those old farmable metals. Heck, HBO. Go back to Union Cross. Okay, HBO. Pio. Bio, whatever. Okay. Y'all remember that guy? Where is he? This guy, alright? Painter Pence and Olette, alright? This will be a great medal for beginner players to have. Just bring back this, okay? Put it into Union Cross. There's that one dude on Twitter who's always spitting out like, yo, just make the old farmable units available on Union Cross permanently. Make certain farmable units available only on certain days type of thing. Like, they can easily do something like that. But they don't do it. Why? I have no idea. There's no value in these guys anymore for intermediate or veteran players, but at the very least it would give a good starting point for beginning players. They don't do shit like that. It's like, they could, like, there's so many things they can easily do to make it more beginner friendly. Bring back, like, instead of only having the newest banners up in the shop as well, so let's go to the shop. Instead of only having the newest banners in the shop all the time as well, just, you know, below the newest banners, have old returning banners below it all the time as well, okay? Like, for example, they could just have banners bringing back the, those, like, tier 8, those tier 8 debuff or damage medals. So medals such as, like, Sephiroth the Xbox, for example. Just have a banner just letting you be able to get like one of these guys. Doesn't even need to be 5 Mercy. Okay, just make it like every pull you're guaranteed at least one copy of one of those medals. Okay, so you might get Sephiroth the X Plus. You might get where are you? You get Master Xehanort EX Plus, the Vanitas EX Plus, Cloud EX Plus, Key Art 16. You might get a chance to get any one of those, for example, okay? They're not the most busted. They're not very meta right now either, but they're still fairly usable, okay? For a beginning player, those are pretty decent medals. Just discount banners, essentially, and such. Let's see. Oh man, I just realized there's a ton of comments. Hold on, I gotta read up on them. They have set in a way where unless you're a vet, you literally can't do anything. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Lunar Lux. Shark Eaters is what I call them. What's my favorite foreteller? Honestly, I don't know why. But I have this strange interest in a Sed. I have no idea why. But something about a Sed. Maybe just because he's like the least popular or something. I don't know. Or he's like, you know, the hated one or whatever. I don't know. Something about a Sed, like... I don't know. He's just the first one that comes into mind, so I just say a Sed. Let's see. I've only spent $70 in VIP in the past 3 years for this game, so I wouldn't be mad if shutting down, but the big whales would be mad. I would imagine. Lexia Plus for me is like the strange Limbo. He's like buffed and at the same time nerfed. Brilliant. What's up, Yuffie? How you doing? Recommend for me to play Tokyo After School Summoners. All gotchas in one banner. Except Spanish. What? Are you saying like that's a good game you want me to play, or like you just want me to look at it? Some discount banners and such. Tier 8 6 stars guaranteed and such, but like separate them into an AoE soon. Yeah, just stuff like that, Yuffie. Just, you know, make exclusive banners, like exclusive like special case type banners. So like we saw them a few times in the past where it's like, you know, oh, the single target damage medal deal. Okay, we've seen stuff like that before in the past. We know they can do it. They just haven't done it in a long time. Okay, we literally had that one banner forever ago where for the first time they reprinted some of the high score challenge medals in the banner, such as Valor Genie, for example. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but it was like one of the only times you could actually pull for Valor Genie, aside from getting it from like high score challenge. Just do stuff like that again. Bring banners that let you pull for old high score challenge medals. Like you're not losing anything, okay? Like no one can get the medals anymore in the first place. You would only be making money, if anything, just by having the banners available. Make it so bring back older collaboration banners as well. Just be like, oh, for a limited time, we're gonna bring back the DuckTales banner. We're gonna bring back the FFRK banner, Toy Story banner. Okay, those medals are not relevant anymore. All right, Warrior of Light might be one of the few relevant medals still, a little bit. Scrooge kind of as well, but they're not game break. Like they're not that great right now, especially with all like the latest medals out. So it's like, why not just bring them back? Just let them there. Heck, bring them back every once in a while. Maybe like once a month, bring them back or something. Easily do stuff like that, but they don't. And that's like literally what I mean by like the health of the game is just so bad. They don't do they literally are only doing the bare minimum to try and make as much money as possible. And that's the sad part about it. You'll write a fanfic soon. Also, not a good amount of jewels at least. FE Heroes gives you a free pull each banner for one, and each character gives you a full circle pull. Oh, nice. That's pretty decent, Adrian. I don't know, Yuffie. It's not game breaking at all. Heck, it's like the medals aren't even that great anymore. They're just decent. But the thing is, you can't get them in a regular pull anyways. So like, what's the harm in just making it a special banner for it? I don't see the harm in it. TAS is a good game. Oh, the Tokyo After School. It's like Tetris RPG strategy. What? You can make your characters to date each other when you evolve. What? That sounds so strange. Let me do proud mode real quick. Actually, I don't even know if I want to do proud mode. I feel like it's gonna take a while. I still have so much proud mode I need to finish. Or like complete the do 100% objective stuff. There's a raid boss. Whoops. Let's see. I see a fresh cut and some green screen action going on. Yeah, I am getting them upgrades. I actually kind of like... I moved a lot of stuff around in my room. And I literally stuck my green screen to the wall. So now... and I moved my desk around. So it looks kind of funky in my room. But it works for what I need to anyways. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. But I just simply didn't have the space or the setup to do it yet. And I've always had the green screen. I've had the green screen for many years. I just never got a chance to like use it the way I want to. You know? I have it set up in a way now where I can actually use the green screen on a regular basis. And when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes around, I'm going to be using the green screen for sure. So like, I'll have the screen looking kind of like this for basically. So I'll have Kingdom Hearts 3 playing in the background with my cutout of me in the corner right here playing, so you can see what my reactions and stuff. I would preferably the next things I would like to get in terms of like making better videos and stuff, or just videos in general. I would like to get a Switch. First of all, I would like to get a Switch, get Smash Bros, get the online pass so I can actually play online with you guys. Because I desperately want to play Smash, because I love Smash. I've played Smash for years. I sold my Wii U and like all my Wii U games and stuff, so that way I could get, because I knew I was going to try and get a Switch in the future. I still have my GameCube controllers, I still have my amiibos. Ike and Mewtwo were my mains. So whenever I happen to get Smash Ultimate, I'm definitely playing Ike and Mewtwo. I've seen a little bit of Chrom. It's gonna be, unless I get any donations to help me out towards that, it's gonna be a while before I can do that. But in terms of like actual equipment, I would love a better camera. I need a better camera so that way I can like, because I don't know if some of you guys have noticed, but in my videos sometimes it'll look like when I move around, as far as I can tell, it only happens on the phone. It doesn't really happen as much on desktop, but it looks like I'm being blurry sometimes when I move around. I don't understand why. I would like a better video editor software as well. I desperately need a better computer at some point. It's manageable right now, but like my computer's like 4 or 5 years old already. So at some point I'm gonna need a better computer, which will also let me be able to stream and make videos better overall. What else was it? Oh, I need a boomstick for my mic, so that way I can have it up to my mouth at all times, and it's not just. And I can also use it in different situations. I don't have to do it at a table, for instance. I need a better pair of lights. I would like to get a new green screen. So one of those like just retractable pull-up green screens. I would like what Elgato sells for 150. I don't have that much money though. For now it's okay because I already have a green screen that I bought many years ago, so I'm just using that. But a retractable green screen would just be so much more convenient, because then I can actually just walk around all over the place and do it in different parts of the house if I need to make videos. I'm not stuck in this one portion of the house to do a video, for example. Just stuff like this. Like, there's so much I need to upgrade, but it's just gonna take time. Let's see. FERs does 3 free unit maps to each day, and you get 3 copies to either keep or merge or give their. Ooh, nice. I got both versions of a set. Oh, nice. Which first edition foreteller medal is still good? First edition foretellers. I'm pretty sure none of them. None of them are in terms of ability, none of them are that great. If you get the first edition foretellers, you're only getting them for their multipliers at this point, because their multipliers are still decent and they do avoid counters, I believe. Is this a new portion of the map? I don't remember coming to here. Currently sharing a room with your brother. Yeah, basically, Yuffie. Kingdom Hearts 3, the day where you kick everyone out for a day. I already told my family many months in advance, and I keep reminding them. But yeah, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes around, I'm doing a 24-hour stream of it. I'm gonna be out in the living room on the night that Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I'm gonna let my parents know, hey, apologize in advance. Hope you can forgive me if I happen to be loud. I'll try not to be loud, but I can't make any guarantees because I don't know what's gonna pop up at nighttime and stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, I've basically been just testing here and there throughout my streams and videos and stuff in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3. So that way I know that like the video will turn out alright, the stream will turn out alright. I can have it looking the way I want it to, and then I know everything works. So, in that aspect. Have you thought about making your own computer? That is at least cheaper than buying a pre-built one? Oh no, yeah, that would be the plan, Ray. It's just the fact that like I literally don't have the money at the moment to even start building a cheap like a computer. Like, as of right now, my current computer is still... I'm still fine with my current computer. Honestly, I can use my current computer for the purposes I do it for still quite a few while. I can still do it for, like, the next 2-3 years at the very least. I'm not too worried about a new computer just yet. But there will become a time when I will need a new one. And hopefully... between this channel and my second channel and streaming, I should be able to get enough revenue where I can be able to invest into one at that point. Let's see. I'm sure with enough haggling, you can get it eventually without breaking the bank. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too, you too. Hey, what's up? Capri? Do you know how to unlock the Terra Vent Aqua Medal? Yes, you have to get 3 of the BBS trio medals. Any combination of the BBS trio medals. So you can have literally a Vent, an Aqua, and a Terra. Or you can have, you know, 3 Aquas, 3 Terras, 3 Vens, whatever. And each of those 3 medals must have 5 traits on them. Okay. That is how you unlock the special medal. Oh, whoops. I did the same, sold the Wii U and some 3DS. Along with the games, ordered my Switch and first game was Smash. Yeah, I've been told that Ike is pretty good right away. Ike was my main. Like, Mewtwo is also one of my mains, but like, before Mewtwo, like, Ike is my best character, by far. I also like Mewtwo a lot, though. I'll be at work for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm sorry to hear that, Ray. I'm sure, like you said, what? It comes out on Thursdays? Or no. I'm sure you'll find time to play it. Maybe not right away, but at least you'll find time. Worst case scenario, if you really want to, like, a look at the game before you start playing or something, you can watch my stream or, you know, watch a Let's Play of one of my videos or something. I'm definitely doing Let's Plays, that's for sure. Like, I'm gonna hardcore be doing Let's Plays, posting on my channel. Sooner or later, I'll be posting all the cutscenes on my website as well, as along with my channel. Ike's counter in Smash is Isabelle? Isn't Isabelle just basically a... What's it called? What's the new term? It's like Replica Hero or something like that. Shadow Hero, whatever it's called. Of Villager. It's just another version of Villager, right? I never really felt like... I never really had a problem against Villager with Ike. Echo, that's what it's called. Echo, yeah. I never had a problem with Villager with Ike. Because I space... I'm pretty good at my spacing with Ike. They didn't change any of Ike's moves, though, right? As long as they didn't change any of the moves, like, it should be fine. If they did, we'll see. I like Cloud as well. I can play Cloud. I'm not the greatest Cloud. I don't main Cloud. I know how to play as Cloud. But I feel like there's too much hype on Cloud. Too many people wanted to main him. I'm just like, nah. I'm an Ike person. I like Ike better. Wolf is still the best Echo Fighter of Fox? I've seen that. Hey, what's up, Francois? How you doing? I think their eruption now has more ranged horizontal. Really now? Horizontal, not vertical? Like it's 3 flames in front, fully charged? Don't quote me though, I haven't tried him enough. I mean, as long as the moves are the same. If they have different hitboxes and stuff, like tweaks, like that's fine. I can deal with those. As long as the moves themselves are the same, like I'm set. I don't have to like go learning a new character essentially. Have to go. Have a good stream. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by, Ray. Hope you have a nice day. Do you think we will have a Kingdom Hearts 3 event in Union Cross? I have honestly no idea. They better. I'll say that right now, they better. I swear to God, they don't. I'm gonna be questioning the fuck out of them. Got both Ventus and Aqua, but I don't have Terra. Makes sense. I would honestly, I don't recommend chasing any of them, to be honest. Whoops. I think I'm gonna start saving until anniversary. To be honest, you probably should have been saving before that, just because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. Like, I'm assuming they're gonna have something happen for Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if they'll do an event or something. I don't even know if they'll have new medals or a new banner or something. But part of me feels like they'll do like some giveaway, maybe give out 10,000 jewels or something. Hopefully, that's. That's what I would like to see. Some type of, like, you know, celebration of the game. Yeah. Are you munching on snacks? I am. I was munching on some jelly beans. I actually just finished it though. Does Prime Mode give you jewels? It does. Prime Mode does give you jewels. That's why I'm doing it right now. That's why I don't care about the objectives at the moment. I'm just trying to get through it. I'm just going after the target. Oh wow! Are you kidding me? Oh my god, for the first time. Not the first time, but you know, one of the very few times I actually run out of AP. I'm surprised. And this one gives away a reverse gem. Not know that. This one gives away upright, a sun gem. Okay. It's, oh wait, I have no AP. Well then. I guess we're done for today? Unfortunate, raid boss is about to pop up. That's unfortunate. Well then. Oh wait, I can still do. Actually, what time is that? Cross is at. Oh yeah, still do Union Cross. Let me set up a Keyblade for Union Cross then. Broken it. Barely a difference, but I guess we'll use this. Oh, I'm putting together a setup real quick for thing. In and cross, that's the word. I guess I could do you. Or you. Psyx, there's Psyx. There. Yeah. That's my setup. Go to Brave Exvius and do either Dark Side or the armor. I already deleted the app. I didn't pull. I wasn't able to get the Kingdom Hearts unit, so I was like, no point in me playing this. The game is basically just an overpriced version of Brave Frontier, anyways. I was like, I didn't get the units. It's overpriced. I'm just gonna stick to Brave Frontier. Gotta wait. No, Blue Desperado. I just got lucky in a bunch of stuff. On top of being a top tier player, it does have its perks because I can evolve a lot of my battles a lot better. Since Proud Mode is just riffing with content, notice your second channel. Any plans for future content? Yes, yes. I'm actually planning to upload a video sometime soon. Today, hopefully. I recorded, like I mentioned before, I got back into RuneScape. I just haven't edited any of my videos yet, but I have videos already like recorded and on my computer for me to edit and put on the channel. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna be putting more stuff. I just haven't like gotten to it yet. Today is supposed to be like my Kingdom Hearts day, so like I was gonna be updating some articles because I'm just behind on articles in general, as well as like I'm gonna finally finish, like, you know how I do my story updates where I post all the cutscenes of respective worlds and stuff. I've been working on for a while now, and I'm hoping to finish it sometime today, where I post a video that goes over all of the important cutscenes for Union Cross, skipping, and it will skip all of the Disney worlds and stuff because those aren't important, as well as the fact I already have those as separate videos. So it'll be just a video of all the important cutscenes within Union Cross, just the important cutscenes, so that way anybody can just like quickly watch it, see everything that went on. Top of fact, I'll have it on my website as well. So that way, that's finally there, and then all of the, basically, essentially, all of the Union Cross cutscenes will finally be up on my website and on my channel and stuff like that. So, that's what I'm planning to finish today, hopefully. That's the goal. It was funny too, because I literally saw someone asking about that on Reddit. I'm like, oh hey, that's actually what I'm already working on right now. It really sucks being it sucks being a Union Cross YouTuber though on Reddit, because and this is probably one of the things I don't like about the Reddit is that if you're not Smelly Octopus, people just downvote you regardless of what you say. Even if you're right, even if people agree with what you say, they'll just downvote you, and I think that's so stupid. Lux Boost? I do Lux Boost at 11 o'clock. Or whatever the 8 p.m. PST. That's when my party does Lux Boost. Or when we should be doing Lux Boost. Union Cross Twitter put out that the requirements have been halved for the Starlight. Yeah. Yeah, no, they've been halved. Actually, speaking of extras, can we redeem it now or something? What the heck? I just want to know what the road to Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to be. It's been saying coming soon for the longest time. Like, are they ever planning to update this? That's what I want to know. Did they just forget about this? Oh, there we go. Like, what is this section supposed to be? That's what I don't understand. Again, man, the community has progressively become more toxic throughout the years. Seeing it happen really was a major influence for me to drop it. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's unfortunate. There's literally like 2 different people within the Kingdom Hearts community as a whole. Although I would say that Union Cross is like has a much more concentrated portion of these types of people compared to just Kingdom Hearts as a whole. It's in general, it's like, oh, there's popular opinions. And as long as you agree with the popular opinions, even if they're wrong or just bad in some way, shape, or form, if you agree with the popular opinions, okay, you're a good guy. Okay, if you have any other opinion, you're a bad guy, and you get downvoted, and you get shit on. And that is especially relevant on the Union Cross Reddit, okay, which is very unfortunate to see. Although, luckily, I do see people here and there who are reasonable and actually know how to like hold civil conversations, which is nice to see. And I have noticed that, at least for me, anyways, that at least when I make posts or comments and stuff like that, they've been slowly getting treated better, which is nice to see. It's a slow change. Yeah, no, I'll still see people just downvote me just because it's me for no reason, and it's like, ugh. Don't show us your product. What do you mean? Oh, your product. No, I didn't show it. No, I made sure not to show you guys. Ooh. Oh, maybe I can actually do a raid boss. Give facts on why metal isn't as great as others. I mean, like, we're joking though, Yuffie, but people would literally do that, and it's just like, and it's unfortunate. And this is actually like not even just Kingdom Hearts in general, like just the internet as a whole. It's unfortunate, but the internet as a whole has this weird, like, what's it called, culture that, like, if you don't agree about something, you're just like, you deserve to be shit on or be hated on and stuff like that. It's just like, that's, and there's only like a small percentage of people who actually look at things and like know how to have a civil conversation and just understand that, like, hey, yeah, like, we might not agree on certain things, but I can accept that we have different opinions. So let's just agree to disagree, and just be, you know, just be cool about it. There's not nearly as much people that have that type of mindset as there should be, which is unfortunate. But does the time trial quest give jewels later or not? It does not, as far as I'm aware. I believe none of those quests give any jewels. Most quests don't give jewels outside of story, which is unfortunate. I'm probably better off just doing that. I think every community has a toxic side. No, I agree. Every community does. It's just for some reason, Kingdom Hearts seems to have a especially more toxic side compared to what I've seen in other communities. I don't know what it is or why it happens, but that's just my observation. What can you do? It usually ends with a block, dislike, or just ignoring. All these things cut the discussion short and bam. You suck and your opinions are banned. Yeah. Yeah. Very unfortunate. That's why I try to advocate on my channel that, like, it's totally okay to have... Like, I try to advocate civil debates or discussions as much as possible within my portion of the community. Like, literally, like, people will ask or say disagreements in comment sections of my videos, and I'll just you know, I'll try to explain my side as much as possible without, you know, without trying to be provocative or, you know, or sound defensive, you know, just in a way to make it sound like it's just a normal conversation. It's just like, okay, we can choose to disagree, and that's totally fine. And I try to encourage that in my Discord and stuff too. So far, to be honest, even especially within my Discord server, very rarely is there ever a heated argument or debate in my servers. Very rarely. And having a few hundred people in my server already, I'd say that's a pretty good accomplishment so far. I want to say, I can't say for certain, obviously, but I want to say that it's because that people who tend to like me, or like, you know, the way I explain things or talk about things or how I just act in general, more or less have similar mindsets or values as I do. About, you know, just talk to other people like they're normal people. Okay, they're not Satan if they don't agree with you. Not everyone has to agree with you, which is perfectly normal. Just stuff like that. Just more accepting, I guess. More people like that are, from what I can tell, are in my Discord, which ends up having a lot of really thoughtful civil discussions oftentimes. And intriguing discussions, which I honestly enjoy. I'm actually pretty proud of. Very happy about. What was I doing before? I was doing something before. Or, oh, I was gonna do Union Cross, that's what it was. That's why I had this stroke of it. Keyblade warriors must fight one another. Keyblade war. Good to hear then, speaking of Discord. Oh. I haven't gotten back in since the reset thingy made that happened. Let me fix that. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it wasn't really a reset in the server. It was just more like I was just tightening up the security a bit more, if that makes sense. That's pretty much what I was doing. Making it more legit. That was the whole point of it. And also preparing it for the future, for when the server does become more popular, and we have like what, a few thousand or something potentially. Oh. Trying to keep criminals like Nia? No. in a way, it also made it so that like if you weren't very active in the server in the first place, like it would show, and chances are you would probably leave. Who's dying? No one's dying. It'll be ready to go when King Mars 3 peeps roll by into your Discord. It will be fun, yeah. Alright. No! Okay. I was like, no, it glitched out. I'm gonna do one more Union Cross and I'll probably end the stream for today. Not sure if anyone asked, but did you do any BBS pulls? Seems a lot of people have been getting lucky. I did. I did. Not because I wanted to, though. I pulled in a fit of rage. Not because of common sense. So... Normally I would not have pulled though. I only pulled because I literally, like I said it a few times already, but I only pulled because I literally said fuck it, because I was just tired of. I was in a mood where I was just sick and tired of the state of the game, and I was like, I don't care. I'm already good at place anyways. I'll just pull anyways. I blasted all my jewels just for the F of it. So. Yeah, I was letting the fit of rage. It wasn't on live stream or anything. I just did it on my own time. Realistically, I should have saved it and I should have pulled. I still feel bad about it, but at the same time, like, I don't regret doing it just because of the fact that, like, I'm not gonna lose out on anything. I'm in a, like I said, like, I'm in a good position that, like, even though I did it, I'm not gonna suffer in my position. Do you think TVA medal would be worth it? No. Definitely not. It's just a straight up no. What is happening? Why is it taking so long? God damn. What do you think about the new copy medals, Illustrated Rai, Cypher, and Fu? They're interesting. They're actually not that great, Ritzbreaker. They're decent, but they're actually not that great. Just because, like, their usage is very limited. That's the problem with them. So even though they're copy medals, they have very limited usage. So they only benefit top players. Okay, they don't really benefit normal players as much. Let's just open some of these real quick. So many boards! Were these 10,000? Yeah. I can do one more so I can unlock one of these boards. The new copy medals are kind of niche. They are, kind of. They're not exactly niche, but they're only mainly usable for certain types of players. Rather than certain types of situations, they're only really usable for certain types of players is the thing. Like, they can help prevent the whole element meta thing? Not really. Because, realistically... So, like, for example, using your argument, Yuffie. You're correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're basically saying is that, let's say in PvP, you want to avoid ailments skipping your Kyrie medal in slot 1, so you use the copy medal in slot 3, so it will avoid the ailments as well as to still get your buffers, correct? Well, and my response to that would be, well, why don't you just put Kyrie in slot 3 instead then? In that situation, you don't actually need the copy medal. just put Kyrie in slot 3. Alright, like, there's no point. Put a damage medal in slot 1. Put your whatever defense medal with your defense skill on it, put that in slot 2. Put Kyrie slot 3. Boom. Okay. Not only will their Kyrie Supernova ability go off, which will let your slot 1 damage medal do max damage in case you don't get slept, okay? Or paralyzed, so that will do damage. And you'll still get your defense stuff, okay? And still get your buffs and debuffs by slot 3. You can do that easily without the copy medal. Alright? Legitimately, like, the only slots you would actually want to use the copy medals is slots 5 and 6. They don't prevent, just help you get your buffs so you don't have extra buff medals. Yeah. Kind of. But the problem with them too is that... Here, I'll explain it again. Let me get this crossboard. So let me show you this real quick. Okay. So, what's so for example, oh no, Starlight. So for example, right? Actually, let's do. Yeah, whatever. Circumnavigate 2, I guess. No, yeah, we'll do Starlight. No. Look at that. Olympia. Olympia. Okay. So let's say for here. Kyrie. Okay, I have Kyrie here. Alright. Pretend my Kyrie has extra attack, but just pretend it doesn't. Okay, just ignore that it has it. Just pretend it's a normal Kyrie without extra attack. Okay. In this situation, okay, I am still missing 3 tiers of PSM buffs and debuffs, as well as I'm still missing 8 tiers of upright strength, of upright buffs and debuffs as well. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Sure, you could put the copy metal. All right, you could put the copy metal right there in slot 3 to copy the Kyrie in slot 1. But it's pointless to do so, because the fact that you can literally just have another medal. So it'd even say, like, even just now with the new BBS trio, I can put you there, boom, I have all my buffs and debuffs that I need now. Okay, I don't actually need that medal in slot 3. Okay. Or let's say obviously you don't have a medal like that either. Okay, let's just say you even have just a basic old Key Art Sky copy medal. Bam! You have all your buffs and debuffs. You don't have to worry about it, right? In that case, having that copy medal in slot 3 is completely pointless because you're getting buffs and debuffs that you don't need anymore. Okay, you're basically wasting a slot for buffs and debuffs that are already maxed out. You might as well use that slot for damage. So in that case, okay, the earliest slot they're gonna want to put these copy medals on is going to be slot 5, okay, because slot 5 will copy slot 3, and then slot 6 will copy slot 4. All right, and then if you're using a friend copy medal, that would copy your slot 5. Okay. Depending on what your setup is. So realistically, these copy medals are essentially more or less going to be only usable for slots 5 and 6, so that they can copy slots 3 and 4. That's basically going to be mainly where they're used. Okay. Now, if you happen to have like an extra attack buffer medal, kind of like I do with Kyrie, my Kyrie has extra attack. In my case, then yeah, I could put my copy medal in slot 4 to copy my slot 2, okay? Because I would actually have a damage medal in slot 2, for example. In that situation, sure, you can do that. But for the most part, their usage is very limited. And they're more or less going to only be copying damage medals, okay? In which case, you could argue that you might as well just use a better damage medal. So like for example, okay, my strongest damage medal, for example, is of course going to be Terra over here. Okay, he's the strongest damage medal in the game at the moment, for both AoE and single target. Because he's my strongest damage medal, I'm gonna naturally want him in my pet slot, because my pet slot has the highest multiplier. It doesn't make sense, especially with tier 9 medals coming out too. And I believe these copy medals are only tier 8. It doesn't make sense to me have my Terra here and then put the copy medal here to copy my Terra, okay, when not only is the copy medal going to be doing less damage than my Terra because it's a tier 8 medal, okay, compared to tier 9 like Terra, so it's actually going to have a lower multiplier. But I had another reason, but I don't remember what it was. But that's the main thing, okay? Like, your Terra is mainly being used here for damage, and you're basically copying it to do less damage. you'll have the higher slot multiplier, but you also have a lower metal multiplier, which doesn't make sense. You would want a higher slot multiplier and a higher slot and a higher metal multiplier, in which case you might as well just have the Terra in your pet slot in the first place, and then have a backwards copy metal like Antiform Sora. If you really want to do something like that, you're better off just doing that instead. To copy Terra instead, because remember, you're supposed to be ramping your way up to your strongest damage metal in the first place. So it's very backwards. These copy metals are they're very backwards. It's instead of ramping up to a better damage metal, they're kind of ramping backwards, which kind of defeats the purpose. That makes sense. Now, they're decent, of course, if they're copying something that's of a lower tier, then sure, yeah, they're decent. They're pretty good. But because of the fact that we're heading in a direction where not only are banners already giving us 7-star tier 7 medals every pull anyways in the first place, which is only one tier lower than these copy medals, but we're getting tier 9 medals at this point already. We're going to be getting more tier 9 medals coming fairly soon too. It's just not worth it, I think. And you're gonna want to use those tier 9 medals in your slots 5 and 6, in which are the same slots that you would want to use these copy medals in. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So overall, the copy medals are decent. They're good. They're just not as viable compared to the regular copy medals that we have right now. That's the thing. Like, you can still use them, they're just not as good. Let's see. Legasp counter argument. Makes sense. I mean, you're giving up damage for the 3rd slot copy medal, yeah. Could still get a bit more out of the first 2 slots if not skipped. But like, that's what I was saying before. Like, in that case, but that's exactly what I was saying before. Then you feel like, let's say you do not get skipped, okay? Let's say you do not get skipped, okay? And you put the copy medal. Let's say this is one of the new copy medals. You put the copy medal in slot 3. There's no point in doing that then, because these first 2 go off, and you have max buffs and debuffs. This 3rd slot is not even being used for buffs or debuffs at that point anymore. It's literally being there for damage, because you already have max buffs and debuffs. In which case, if it's going to be there for damage, you're better off using an actual damage medal. Okay, and let's say you're worried about actually being slept or paralyzed. If that's the case, you're better off just putting the Kairi there in the first place, okay? And then putting a damage medal. Put the damage medal in slot 1. Let me just put a damage medal in slot 1, okay? Your Supernova, when you're defending with Kairi, already goes off on slot 1 anyways, before slot 1. And you can easily do it when attacking, on like when you're fighting someone, before slot 1 as well. So that way, the Supernova itself provides max buffs and debuffs and 200% multiplier too for the next medal. So you can just do that on slot 1. Have your slot 1 damage medal do max damage, assuming it doesn't get skipped. This medal right here would be a defense medal with your defense skill on it. So let's say, let me just grab one of my defense medals. Boom. Okay. Do something like that. All right. It's not there for damage. It's just there for the skill at the very least. And then slot 3 is where you do all your buffs and debuffs here, and then damage medals the rest of it. Okay. This is like your anti-slap paralysis setup. All right. If you were to do that. Otherwise, you just swap positions with these guys. If you're not going to be slapped or paralyzed, you don't need a copy medal for it. That's the thing. Nor would you want a copper medal. Let's see. Any good setups for Starlight? Yeah. That's actually one of the things I needed to update today. But if you want a meta setup for Starlight, Adrian, check out my website at khuxnation.com. I literally have a meta tab that shows you the best setups for Keyblades and stuff. Okay, so I check that out. I'm gonna be trying, depending on how much I get done, because the stream has been going longer than I meant to. But depending on how much I get done, I'm looking to try and update that today as well. Any news if anything big is coming too soon to the game? Nope, no news. We don't get told anything in global. We're literally kept in the dark all the time. Any news that we are to get, it will be coming from the JP version of the game, which I shouldn't have to do, but it's just the way it is. It'd be skipping the first 2 slots, no? Paralysis-wise? Yeah, no, Paralysis would be skipping the first 2 slots. What I'm saying, though, is that... Okay, so what I'm saying, though, I might be forgetting things just being a bit... Yeah, I'm saying, though, that, like, let's say you are paralyzed, okay? This is the setup you would want to use if you're paralyzed, okay? Just put your Kyrie Metal in slot 3. Your Kyrie Metal already has a Supernova ability. Already has a Supernova down here. Okay, already has a Supernova. Oh, it's kind of cut up, but whatever. Already has a Supernova ability that provides max buffs and debuffs and a 200% guilt buff for the next medal. So, and the thing is, when you're defending, that ability goes off first before slot 1 anyway. So what happens is, you use the Supernova ability before slot 1. Then your damage medal in slot 1 hits for max damage. Okay. Your defense medal is just there for defense. Okay. If it does damage, sure. Okay. Then your Kyrie medal goes off. But if you're paralyzed, what happens is just these 2 get skipped. Okay. Just these 2 get skipped, and you still arrive at your slot 3 Kyrie medal. So either way, you will still have your buffs and debuffs. And you don't need the copy metal to copy Kyrie. It's just gonna waste. You're gonna be wasting damage if you were to do that. Yeah, the first copy metals with 5 traits, right? I wanna say no, but I'm not too sure. I think the tier 8 metals, copy metals, have 5. Yes, they are. They are the first copy metals with 5 traits, I believe. I guess that's 1 plus over others. I mean, in terms of copy metals, though, I don't look at the number of traits a metal has. All I care, like, as long as a copy metal has minus 60 or extra attack, they're pretty much golden. You don't need 5 traits for that. Only that Kingdom Hearts 2 nominate on the original banner had 4 traits that boosted all others at 3. That's true. That's true. But then again, it's not like the number of traits you have doesn't matter as much as what the traits you have actually are. What? Other than that, I think I'm gonna head off for now, guys. I still have quite a bit of stuff to do. I haven't even touched it yet. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments, or whatever, you can hit me up on my social media or join the Discord. All of that good stuff is in the description of the stream. Yeah, I could, Chris. You're not wrong. But the thing is, though, like, do you know how hard it is to get a perfect copy medal in the first place? The likelihood of that happening is so hard. It's so slim. It's so hard to do. So it's almost irrelevant. But you are correct. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace, guys.